every club craves, not least Chelsea's domestic rivals, Manchester City, Liverpool and Manchester United, as 4 English clubs join the Continental League once again in club football's showcase competition.
Here we go then, the Champions League draw. I will be people predicting the Champions League, and then I'll be predicting the Champions League in a video coming up. But for now, I don't know what to do. Bam, 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 bam. Maybe I should do a Chelsea career mode.
Europe's elite competition, so we have 3 elite guests with us: Joe Cole, Steve Bannerman, the Suntown, which is the first, and Owen Hargreaves. It suits you should do more. Owen, after the highs of an all-English final.
Sorry, there's a fly near me.
Do you think we can expect another season of Premier League dominance in the Champions League?
Yeah, I think so, Lindsay. I think we have 4 of the best teams in the competition. I think the only threat for me right now is PSG. Obviously, probably had one of the best summers in history, I think, in terms of...
Yes, I am doing a Chelsea career mode because Chelsea did win the Champions League.
So I think for the English teams, I think all the English teams can win it.
But
I think PSG are going to be the strongest favourite.
this is what's going to happen.
Joe, it's taken you a little while, but after the highs...
So Chelsea
So you finally come down off
will be there, but all the Premier League teams will be switched for the bottom 4 of the Premier League,
Even more special
which was Sheffield United,
to do it, and then, like I said things earlier, to see like some of the boys that
West Brom,
not coach, but I've been in and around the club coaching.
oh wait, bottom 3, sorry, and
It was so against
Fulham.
Man City turned up and they expected to win. Chelsea the underdogs, there you go. I felt that the next day. Yeah, we had a great night afterwards, and it was still waking up at 3 in the morning. They were at 4 or 5 in the morning. Yeah.
I'm surprised you can remember a lot of it, to be honest.
No, I don't remember much after 1 o'clock, but it was a great night. And I think it was just as the day built on match day. You got more and more of a feeling that this could be Chelsea's night. But you look, Man City are an extraordinary team, and they'll get better for losing that final. I think they'll come back stronger this year.
And Steve, you always look forward to the draw, to see which games you've got to look forward to, where you're going to be heading as well. Are you even more excited with the return of fans?
Yes, I think everybody appreciates that, don't they? We had 16,000, I think, in the final. We had a bigger percentage at the Super Cup, albeit a smaller attendance. And football is better with everybody there, isn't it? With the fans there, you see the passion, you see how everybody reacts to the loser, and that goes along with it. But to be able to travel around Europe again, to be able to...
Sorry, I need to get it again. Where is it? Where's BT Sport? There. Boom, 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 boom. There we go.
We've certainly missed them and look forward to seeing them back. But let's take a look at the 32 teams who will compete in the group stage.
Right, the 32 teams.
Champions Chelsea and fellow
Chelsea, Villarreal, Bayern Munich, Man City, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, Sporting Lisbon and Lille.
Inter qualifiers.
One.
Last season, which does mean Pot 2 has some serious European.
Pot 2 has Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Man U, PSG, Liverpool, Sevilla and Borussia Dortmund.
Barcelona, with Juventus, PSG and Dortmund also in there.
Pot 3, Porto, Ajax, Shakhtar Donetsk, Leipzig, Salzburg, Benfica, Atalanta and Zenit.
Previous season, and Atalanta, who qualified for the knockout rounds in the last 2 seasons. And in Pot 4, 7-time European champions AC Milan.
And in Pot 4, Besiktas, Dynamo Kiev, Club Brugge, Young Boy, AC Milan, Malmo, Wolfsburg and Sheriff.
The first Moldovan side ever to reach the Champions League group stage. One side from each pot will make up the 8 groups, and you can't be drawn alongside a club from the same country. That Pot two, absolutely loaded with big teams, isn't it? Do you agree that it's stronger than pot one, Owen, and think it should give us some glamour time?
Yeah, well, Mac and I were just saying that we didn't see a weak team in pot two. You know, every team was a standout team. Dortmund, maybe probably Sevilla, probably the two teams, obviously, but a great pedigree in European football. So I think Dortmund is probably one of my favourite grounds to go to.
It's true, tell me now.
And now doing this job, that's one of the great grounds. So they'll be up for it in Sevilla, obviously, with their history. So two is going to be tough.
It really is. PSG, the bookies' favourites as well. It's a scarily strong Sporting team.
Ramos, Ronaldo, they are still a team that have to gel. They have to
Probably can't afford it, so I'm gonna have to sell a player, which will be Tammy Abraham.
Certainly the glamour now shifts towards the French side. I agree with Owen before. I think the English teams are stronger. I think the English teams are the best teams. But to have a PSG
and
now look stronger than they did last year, to have
not Team Werner.
Always formidable. It just adds to the competition. But I'd certainly put the English teams as one of the favourites.
Yeah, 4 of the 6 bookies' favourites there are the English side. Chelsea last season, though, Joel, weren't really expected to do anything in the Champions League.
Oh, I can. I do have enough.
January. What are the expectations?
But I will still sell
The expectations, especially with getting Lukaku in the door.
Tammy Abraham.
They needed last year. It was just that focal point. They managed to get a system of play where they were so hard to beat.
I'm going to do a 4-3-3 defend.
2 goals because they were so strong defensively. But I think having him and watching him on the weekend against Arsenal and what he brings, Chelsea look like the most unlikely from England.
And then Chilwell, left wing back, cool. Mount,
squad-wise,
right wing,
in the Champions League, and obviously now they have the experience of winning it. And these guys will tell you, once you won it once.
Mount, and then Ziyech.
But I agree with Macca. With PSG, it reminds me of his Galactico team. They're just putting stars in. The only problem I have with that is it'd be interesting to see what they do off the ball and how they're gonna,
Not much.
Make it all fit together.
And then team sheets I'm gonna do for this team sheets. I'm gonna do the highest rated team for the Champions League. Mendy is the highest rated, Chilwell is the highest rated, Rudiger is, Thiago Silva is, James is, I might put Jorginho there to be fair. Conte is, Mount isn't, I'll put Kai Havertz there and just say he's I'll make him a centre mid. Then Pulisic, Lukaku will start actually in both teams, and then Ziyech. Yeah.
With the great teams, PSG again. Always the balance. I'm not sure they're going to find that with all those star players. Chelsea, City, I think United are going to be had a fact this window. And don't underestimate Liverpool. They've won it before. I think all the English teams are going to be right there.
Yeah, the winners in 2019. They've got fans back. They've got Van Dijk back. Do you think they can challenge?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think if they stay fit.
Right, I'm gonna wait until we get the Tammy Abraham offer, and then I'll go.
I think if everybody's fit and well, they'll have a
There we go. AS Monaco, sure, why not?
competition. When they play at home, when they play in front of the home fans.
And then I'm gonna sim to the first Champions League game, which hasn't been drawn yet. Ah, yes it has.
Vice versa, that could happen. But I certainly think it's up to the English teams to win it by
Which is Bren, so.
down to strong because they've most.
So can they be a force after the additions of Varane and Sancho?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you can make a case for any of the English teams. And Manchester, I think when Varane needs to settle in, because I think what he brings to that team is he brings experience and a know-how how to win. He's probably one of the most decorated footballers playing at the moment. So if he brings that to that dressing room, coupled with the attacking play, they've got exciting players all round. Mason Greenwood, I think, will go on again to another level. Cavani's coming back. you know, you can make a case for all of them.
Certainly can. Well, thank you for now, guys. After the break, we will bring you the Champions League group stage draw live from Istanbul. Find out who the 4 Premier League teams will meet in this season's group stage campaign. And we'll also find out which of this English-based trio will be crowned Player of the Year. It's an all-midfield shortlist of Kevin De Bruyne, Jorginho and N'Golo Kante. Well, Pep Guardiola...
You know who, 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 you know who. So the first game is against Rennes.
Secret wedding at Gretna Green. She signed with a signature and a cross.
The voices.
He took his hand to the loom.
The voices.
Forced that hand into finding other words.
The champions.
Transformed by him.
Here we go then, but my second team out. I forgot to make Havertz the centre mid, so I'm gonna have to do that now. So Kai Havertz development plan. Position centre mid. Oh, 176 weeks, that won't work. But I'm gonna have to make it work. So position, make it centre mid, that will take 40 weeks, so. I might have to do this, like that, and then, so, and then I'm going to do that for Mount as well. No,
There he is.
With me in the studio, Steve, as always, I bet you can't wait.
And then I'm gonna go to Mount and Thingy and make them back just balanced and not a cam, please. Oh, not a centre mid, sorry. Thank you. And then Kai Havertz. Here we go. The draw is coming on now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. from my side, and we're here tonight to help kick off a brand new season of UEFA Champions League football. Alongside us are representatives from the clubs who have qualified for the group stage, and of course they're all waiting to discover who they will be facing in this year's competition.
They are indeed. Now, it was just 3 months ago that Chelsea were crowned champions of Europe in a thrilling final in Porto, capping off another unforgettable campaign in the best club competition on the planet. Here's a look back at some of the highlights from another spectacular season.
Here we go then. Champions League draw is coming up. Hopefully they don't do all that talking they normally do. Because that's just boring. Here we go. They're just showing the replays of the tournament last season in the quarterfinals now. Now the semi-finals. And now the final. And Chelsea were crowned champions.
Congratulations again to Chelsea Football Club, who came out on top in that all-English final to be crowned champions of Europe for the second time.
That's right, an incredible season once more in the UEFA Champions League. Now, as well as that all-important draw, tonight we'll also be handing out several awards, including for the Women's and Men's Player of the Year. Tonight's first award is a hugely prestigious one, Laura.
Yeah, and the President's Award goes to persons whose outstanding achievements, both on and off the field, have contributed to the success and development of this beautiful game. Joining us this evening to present the award, please give a warm welcome for UEFA President Alexander Czech.
President President, great to see you here in Istanbul. Earlier this week, UEFA announced that it would be Simon Kjær, the captain of the Danish national team, and the medical staff who helped save the life of Christian Eriksen in that dramatic Euro 2020 game, would be the recipients.
The President's Award is an award for special achievements. It's more than just an example of it's something much wider and bigger. And what tonight's awardees did
Chelsea are doing terrible.
They showed us that
have they only
is more important than anything.
It looks like they've only two, but they haven't.
Or anything else.
They're doing terrible.
Things into perspective for all.
Maybe Lukaku was a bad idea to buy, but can he help Chelsea in the Europa League?
Respect for these gentlemen, and that they more than deserve this award. I didn't have any single doubt about it.
Thank you, Alexander. And well, before we welcome the winners here on stage, let's hear how their quick thinking and rapid response helped to save the life of their teammates.
Eriksen just trying to get on the ball. Down goes Christian Eriksen.
I have to say, has collapsed in very worrying circumstances. The immediate concern is for Denmark's playmaker-in-chief.
This is worrisome.
I saw the accident on the pitch, the throw-in, and the reaction from Christian when he received the ball was very unusual. And I saw the reaction from the players, and I could see that it was different than a normal injury.
Went out, and that's when I turned him on, and I remember Morten said he don't breathe anymore, and then we started. I started the CPR on him.
I always check the knowledge of the sideline teams and the pitch side doctor about emergency treatment, so I decided.
They saw that Christian fell to the ground without any contact or anything. They were immediately on track and knew what to do.
This was a professional job for us. We did what we should, what we were taught, what we were trained to do. You can see the players, they're trying to form a circle around Christian Eriksen to try and give him some privacy.
It's very difficult to say how you will react, but I think as a team we did. Through that situation and be as helpful as possible.
They did what they could. They held their friend on the floor with a cardiac arrest. They helped the medic crew for giving them some space, so we could work in peace. Actually, I think it was fantastic. They did it.
Yeah, when you see it afterwards, I totally agree on that. It was a good thing to do.
We knew Christian. The group stayed strong and united.
We now have to experience a very traumatic experience, all of us together, cried together, and all these emotions. So I think in a way the team got stronger after the incident.
For me, that he survived is number one, and
the second is that we really could show how easy it is that someone can survive if we react fast and if we know what to do.
Yeah, I think the good part is that the signal is you just need to do something when things happen. Just go and do something.
Such a dramatic day, and fortunately it had a happy ending. Incredible experience for all of those involved. Now, one of the recipients of this award can't be with us here this evening. However, he did record a short message. Let's hear from Simon Kjær.
I would like to thanks for this award on behalf of me.
UEFA President's Award goes to the Danish team and the Danish players and like everyone with the Danish team, and also the people that helped with Christian Eriksen.
Welcome the President's Award winners for 2021, the medical team that saved the life of Denmark player Christian Eriksen at the UEFA Euro 2020. We welcome on stage Danish team doctor Morten Bosens.
Next, we welcome the Danish team physio, Morten Skjoldeje.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you.
A warm welcome to Mogens Kreuzfeldt.
Next up, we'll have Jens Kleinfeld.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Joining us on stage, Valentin Velekov.
Next, we welcome Peder Ersgaard.
Thank you very much.
And we welcome Anders Bosen.
And next, Fredrik Flenstel.
These are our President's Award winners for 2021. Congratulations to all of you.
Gentlemen, amazing teamwork in such dramatic circumstances. Morten, I wanted to ask you first how you dealt with the situation and what the whole experience meant to you and to the rest of the people who helped save the life of Christian.
Yeah, a lot of people helped us that night, and I think it was a nice example that teamwork really saved lives. There are a lot of people who also helped the following days, and we should also thank them a lot. The night of June the 12th was a dramatic and memorable night for all of us, and And naturally, the most important thing is that Christian is okay today. But we are really excited about how much effect this has had on so many people worldwide, and on the focus on cardiac conditions in general. So we accept this award actually on behalf of teams around the players who on a daily basis struggle with keeping them free of injuries, but also need to stay alert and act if rarely, but events like this seldomly happens.
Yeah, a very important message. Thank you. Morten, Simon Kier was first in the scene, putting Christian directly in the recovery position. How much credit does he deserve for dealing with the situation? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, he deserves a lot of credit for the reaction. Him and his teammates did the right thing in the situation, and they reacted quickly, and afterwards they called for help. So that's the right way.
I also wanted to talk to Mogens, because something that's very interesting is since the incident, I believe thousands of people in Denmark have been signing up for courses of how to use a defibrillator. How important is it that just regular people in everyday life have that capacity and that knowledge to assist and support someone who could have a sudden cardiac arrest?
Sure. A cardiac arrest is always a devastating impact on everybody, no matter if you see it in a street or in a football match. But Christian Eriksen's collapse showed that we can save a life with defibrillators. Therefore, we are very grateful and very emotional about thousands of volunteers who signed up to get educated how to use it, how to manage life-threatening situations. Thank you so much. So this award is for all our football doctors around Europe. They know how to use defibrillators, and all the volunteers who also now can do it. It's easy to save a life, and also UEFA always said one death on a football field is one too much, and the same also in our public life. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, I think I speak for the entire football family when I say you are all extremely deserving recipients. Thank you and congratulations again. Emotional moment. So now, can I ask you to take a couple of steps forward? We have some little picture taken.
Wow, this room is where they have all of the ice skates. Whoa! Look at all of them. That is so cool. Check it out. Whoa!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here again, the President's Award winners of 2021. Many thanks and congratulations to all of you, and also congratulations and many thanks. And thank you, UEFA President Alexander Čeferin. Please take a seat. Thank you.
Certainly one of the highlights of the evening for now and until the end of the show, that standing ovation here, really marking the amazing feat of this team of doctors who helped Christian at Euro 2020, Laura. Now this season's UEFA Champions League final will take place in Russia at the St. Petersburg Stadium, home to FC Zenit. And our next guest is a former Serbian international who captained that club, as well as being an integral part of Chelsea's charge to European glory back in 2012.
So please welcome Europa League and Champions League winner Branislav Ivanovic.
Welcome, Branislav. You'll be helping out with the draw this evening, so thanks for your assistance ahead of time. Joining Branislav is a former Chelsea teammate, a Ghanaian international midfielder who won several national club and European club titles, including that first ever Champions League trophy for the Blues. That's right, we are delighted to welcome here on stage Michael Essien.
Hi, Michael. So, hi, Michael. Thanks for joining us tonight. Big show tonight, big draw, but before, of course, we have to talk about the win back in 2012. You were both teammates. Do you remember the team quite well? What made you guys so special?
I think when we have to beat Napoli at home with Amo, of course, and I think we managed to do that because we lost the first league and really have to win that game, and we managed to do that. So then after that, we had a lot of confidence to push through.
And you see his smile when he's talking about the team, yeah?
I'm wondering, Laura, which one of them tackled harder? Which one is it? What do you think?
I think me.
All right. Let's see if Branislav agrees with that. But I have a question about this season and Chelsea obviously winning this trophy again, beating Manchester City and Porto.
So FIFA predicts the winner of the EFL Cup will be Manchester City.
How did you assess the influence he had on the team and making it all the way?
FIFA also predicts top goal scorer in the EFL Cup will be.
I was really impressed the way how they win the trophy, especially how they played the final, and I think for such a long period of time Chelsea deserved the trophy again, and I'm very happy about that.
Jesse Lingard.
This season,
well, actually, it probably won't be because he's at not at West Ham anymore, so we'll say Antonio.
I will believe for them to do the back-to-back Champions League for the club.
Now we're gonna see what FIFA predicts for the FA Cup,
for the football club,
and I'm going to pick
having Lukaku
Chelsea.
Chelsea again, I think they are well prepared for push through.
Liverpool and Man City.
Final venue, which you know very well, in St. Petersburg, the stadium there where FC Zenit played, where you played and actually scored the first ever official goal in that stadium. Tell us about it, tell us about that experience and the atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm very proud, to be honest with you, to score the first goal, officially first goal.
Here tonight, please can I ask you to take your position now at the draw table, yes? Michael on this side.
Now, throughout the evening, we'll be announcing awards for the best goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and forward from last season's edition of the UEFA Women's and Men's Champions League campaigns. Plus, of course, we'll be honoring the men's and
football journalist from European Sports Media.
With a little bit more on those awards and how the winner is chosen, here's a short message from the president of European Sports Media, Rainer Holzschuh.
As the president of European Sports Media, which comprises media from all of UEFA's 55 member associations, ESM has been part of the voting process together with UEFA, with renowned reporters from across the continent. On these awards, players in Europe have been judged in regard to their performances over the whole season in all competitions, both domestically and internationally, at either club or national team level. So let's see who the winners are.
Thanks, Rainer. Liebe Grüße. And tonight's first awards are for the best goalkeepers of the UEFA Champions League and UEFA Champions Women's League. So let's take a look at our winners.
The Champions League goalkeeper winner of the season is Edouard Mendy. The Women's Champions League goalkeeper is from Barcelona, Panos. He also won the Champions League. So the men's, Mendy, the women's, Sandra Panos. I'm very proud of everything we've achieved this season. I wanted to thank all my teammates because without them this wouldn't have happened. Both my teammates and the technical staff, we've had a brilliant year, and this award really is for having achieved our winning of the Champions League. Without them this award would obviously not have been possible. Also, I cannot forget neither Tierney nor Berger because they are two fantastic goalkeepers who have obviously won this award too. Who could have. In particular, I would like to thank my family for the support and love they've always shown me. They have always helped me to perform at my best. So thank you.
Je suis très touché de recevoir cette distinction. Je voudrais remercier mon club, mon coach, le staff, mes deux entraîneurs des gardiens, Hilario et James Russell, mon équipe bien sûr qui sans eux ça n'aurait pas été possible. Et ensuite j'aimerais remercier nos fans pour tout le soutien tout au long de l'année. Et j'espère que cette saison qui est arrivée va nous permettre de revivre encore de belles émotions à tous.
Congratulations to our UEFA Men's and Women's Champions League goalkeepers of the season, Edouard Mendy, Chelsea Football Club, and Sandra Panos of FC Barcelona.
Indeed. Now it's time for us to get down to business and start the UEFA Champions League group stage draw. Please welcome to the stage the UEFA Deputy General Secretary, Giorgio Marchetti, and Michael Hesselschwert, UEFA Head of Club Competitions.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Pedro. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are delighted to be here in Istanbul to herald the start of another European club football season. And for sure, everyone is looking forward with great anticipation to a season of unforgettable excitement in the world's best club competition, the UEFA Champions League. I would like to take take this opportunity to congratulate all clubs which have qualified for the group stage of this season's competition, and a special warm welcome is due to FC Sheriff, who have reached the group stage for the first time in their history, so giving Moldova a historic premiere. The last 18 months have been difficult for football, as much as they have been for our whole society, but we can be proud that we managed to organize and play more than 2,000 European matches since the start of the pandemic. The great news now is that we see the real football lifeblood, the fans back in the stadiums, bringing the passionate and vibrant atmosphere which makes our game such a tremendous emotion. It now remains for me to wish all clubs involved in today's draw the best of luck and a successful run in the 2021-2022 UEFA Champions League, which will culminate on the 28th of May 2022 with the final in St. Petersburg.
That's absolutely right. Thank you, Giorgio. And here is a look at the technical procedure for this season's UEFA Champions League draw.
The 32 teams have been allocated to 4 pots in accordance with the following principles. Pot 1 will comprise the UEFA Champions League title holder, Chelsea FC, and the UEFA Europa League title holder, Villarreal CF, as well as the domestic champions of Spain, England, Italy, Germany, France, and Portugal. The remaining 24 teams have been split into 3 pots based on their position in the UEFA Club Coefficient rankings. Since the same number of UEFA Champions League matches are played on both Tuesdays and Wednesdays, the groups are divided into 2 colours, red for groups A to D and blue for groups E to H. The red groups will play on one match night and the blue groups will play on the other. This will be applied for all match days. For TV coverage reasons, every 2 teams from one country are paired in order to be split into the red and blue groups. Please also note that based on a decision taken by the UEFA Executive Committee, teams from Russia and Ukraine shall not be drawn in the same group. The Champions League and Europa League title holders, as well as the domestic champions in Pot 1, will be drawn first. Starting with Pot 1, a ball will be drawn at random and opened to display the name. The team drawn is placed in the first available group in alphabetical order from A to H, as indicated by the computer and in accordance with the established principles. For example, if the team drawn has all 8 options from A to H available, it will be automatically allocated to Group A. If the team drawn has 4 options available, from E to H for example, it will be automatically allocated to Group E, and so on. This procedure will be repeated until all the teams in Pot 1 are allocated to the 8 groups. For Pot 2, a ball will be drawn at random and opened to display the name. The computer will then show which groups are available for this club in accordance with the established principles such as country protection and TV pairings. A draw will then be made to determine which of these available groups the club is assigned to. It must be noted that the number of options available to a team depends not only on the team's own attributes, for example, winter venue, and those of the teams already drawn, but also on the attributes of the other teams still to be drawn. This is due to the computer calculations needed to anticipate all possible scenarios and to prevent any deadlock situation. Once the 8 teams from Pot 2 have been allocated to a group, the same procedure will apply for Pots 3 and 4 to complete all the groups. And once the draw procedure has been completed, a computer draw will determine the final positions of all clubs within the 8 groups, as the position in the group determines the match schedule. In this respect, the computer will ensure that stadium clashes and winter venues are taken into account. The match calendar will be released on Saturday morning at the latest.
All right, so now we know how it all works. Let's take a look at the teams in Pot 1. quality, a lot of talent, a lot of European pedigree in that pot. Let's get the ball rolling. Literally, over to you, Giorgio.
Sure, Pedro, and with the usual emotion that marks this moment, we're all ready to know which teams will play who in this phase. We have 55 titles in these 4 pots, which will be honored by their owners throughout the season. So it is left to me to give the ball to Branislav, and Branislav will deliver one after the other. The teams will really keen to see the first team drawn for the 21-22 season. To break the silence, the name is
Manchester City.
It is Manchester City. Manchester City obviously can be allocated to Group A, the first group available in alphabetical order, the finalist of the last season, first final ever after an impressive run with 11 wins, which have never been achieved by any other club since the start of Champions League group phase.
Next team up.
Atletico Madrid.
Second team is Atletico de Madrid, and for Atletico de Madrid we have Group B. Atletico 3 times in the final. Last time was in 2016. This is their 9th consecutive appearance in the Champions League group stage.
Sporting.
Now the Portuguese champions of Sporting Clube. Sporting goes to Group C. So Group C will be headed by Sporting, their 9th appearance in the group stage of the UEFA Champions League. So now another top seed is ready to appear.
Inter Milan.
This time is the winners of Italian Serie A, Internazionale Milano. They go into Group D. These 3-time winners of the UEFA Champions League, the most recent Italian winner in 2010.
5th team to come out in pot 1 is Branislav.
Bayern Munich.
And this is Bayern Munich, so 6-time winners for Bayern. We have Group E, and Bayern are particularly unbeatable away. They have an incredible streak of 18 matches without defeats away from Munich. Since last defeat was in October 2017.
Wow, it's quite a run.
Villarreal, the winners of the UEFA Europa League of last season. So Villarreal can take place in Group F. Their best result in this competition was the semi-final they played in 2006, which was their first season ever. They qualified to the Champions League and impressively reaching the semi-final. LOSC Lille, the winners of the French Ligue 1, they go into Group G. So LOSC, this is the 20th anniversary of their first participation in the UEFA Champions League. So only one club is left in pot 1, and this is
Chelsea Football
Club. This is the title holders of Chelsea FC. So Chelsea take the last group available, which is Group H. And with this, we have completed our pot number 1. The ball is back in your court, Laura.
Thank you, Giorgio. We will continue with the draw shortly, I promise. But now it's time for our next awards. And these awards go to the UEFA Men's and Women's Champions League Defenders of the Season. Let's reveal our 2 winners. lamentar el no poder estar allí por la situación en la que estamos. Siguiente, quería agradecer a mis compañeras y al staff del PSG, que al final es gracias a ellas las que, bueno, con su esfuerzo y el mío, pues consigo yo ganar este premio. También quería agradecer a mi familia y a mi pareja Lucía, el que estén siempre ahí detrás, que son ellos los que me ayudan a conseguir mis objetivos. Y bueno, para finalizar, decir que estoy muy contenta de recibirlo, pero que al final trabajamos día a día para conseguir títulos colectivos. Al final es en equipo como jugamos, y que esperemos seguir trabajando mucho y poder ofreceros más títulos individuales y grupales. Un saludo.
Hello all. Very sorry I couldn't be present today to the...
Let's go Ruben Diaz.
But I would like to say I'm very happy to receive the Champions League Defender of the Season award. It means a lot to me, and also to give a word to everyone that has taken part in it, and say thank you to all of them. Looking forward for the next season. Take care.
Many congratulations to our UEFA men's and women's defenders of the season, Ruben Dias of Manchester City and Irene Paredes of FC Barcelona. Time now to get back to the draw, so let's take a look at the clubs in Pot 2.
Oh, the draw. I missed the draw.
With pot 1, a ball will be drawn at random and opened to display the name. 8 groups, as the position in the group determines the match schedule. In this respect, the computer will ensure that stadium clashes and winter venues are taken into account. The match calendar will be released on Saturday morning at the latest.
The champions! I need to write down the draw.
Alright, so now we know how it all works. Let's take a look at the teams in Pot 1. A lot of talent, a lot of European pedigree in that pot. Let's get the ball rolling. Literally, over to you, Giorgio.
Sure, Pedro, and with the usual emotion that marks this moment, we're all ready to know which teams will play who in this phase. We have 55 titles in these 4 pots, which will be honored by their owners throughout the season. So it is left to me to give the ball to Branislav. And Branislav will deliver one after the other. The teams will really keen to see the first team drawn for the 21-22 season.
Here we go then. In group.
Greatest athletes. The name is...
Oh, Manchester City.
It is Manchester City. Manchester City obviously can be allocated to Group A, the first group available in alphabetical order. The finalists of
Man City are in Group
first final ever.
A.
Impressive run with 11 wins, which have never been achieved by any other club since the start of.
Okay, so I think we're going to be the first.
Next team up.
Atletico Madrid.
Second team is
Atletico Madrid.
We have Group B. Atletico 3 times in the final. Last time.
Atletico Madrid in Group B.
This is their 9th consecutive appearance in the Champions League group stage.
Sporting.
Now,
Sporting.
Portuguese champions of Sporting Clube. Sporting goes to Group C. So Group C will be headed by Sporting, their 9th appearance in the group stage of the UEFA Champions League. Now another top seed is ready to appear.
Inter Milan.
In Group D is Inter Milan.
Italian Serie A, Internazionale Milano. They go into Group D. These 3-time winners of the UEFA Champions League. The most recent Italian winner in 2010.
5th team to come out in pot 1 is Branislav.
Bayern Munich
This is Bayern Munich, so 6th
is in Group E.
Bayern, we have Group E, and Bayern are particularly unbeatable away. They have an incredible streak of 18 matches without defeats away from Munich. Since last
In Group
was in October
F.
Well, it's quite a run.
Group F, Villarreal.
Of the UEFA Europa League of last season. So Villarreal can take place in Group F. Their best result in this competition was the semi-final they played in 2006, which was their first season ever. They qualified to the Champions League and impressively reaching the semi-final.
Lille is in Group G.
Of the French Ligue 1, they go into Group G. So LOSC, this is the 20th anniversary of their first participation in the UEFA Champions League. So only one club is left in pot 1.
One club left, so that means
This is
Chelsea.
This is the title
The title holders is going to be the first team in Group H.
This, we have completed our pot number 1. The ball is back in your court, Laura.
Thank you, Giorgio. We will continue with the draw shortly, I promise, but now it's
For 3 groups.
Here we go then. Pot 2. And then we're going to have to wait for a bit for pot 3, I think. But so far, in Group A is Man City, Group B Atletico Madrid, Group C Sporting, Group D Inter Milan, Group E Bayern Munich, Group F Villarreal, Group G Lille, and Group H Chelsea.
8 more teams are ready to discover their fate, so let's get on with the draw. Back to you, gentlemen.
Great defender, and it's up to you to play fair and to give us a nice and interesting and exciting story for this Champions League. This is when we start really seeing who plays who. First team in pot 2 is
Borussia Dortmund. So Dortmund can't be in Group E.
We have 4 options possible from Group A to Group D.
So they can be in Group A, B, C or D.
One of these 4. They were winners in 1997 and appeared in the Champions League 10 times in the last 11 seasons.
Borussia Dortmund will be going into
first opponent, and of course we want to know.
Group C with Sporting.
Group C for Borussia Dortmund. They will play in Group C against Sporting Clube de Portugal. So we're ready now to learn another pairing of clubs in another group. So for the time being we have Sporting. different.
So Real Madrid can be in Group A.
G and H.
So they can be in Group A. I can't remember what he said. Where are they? Here.
3 times this
Sometimes it's just one.
and took charge of 8 different clubs playing in the Champions League.
Real Madrid will be in Group Group D with Inter Milan.
It's the same.
It's the same. Group D. Group D. D for Real Madrid together with Internazionale Milano. So we have recreated again a couple which played in the group together last year. Inter and Real Madrid. Now third team ready for another group.
The third team coming out of the pot is Liverpool. So Liverpool
FC. For Liverpool, we have 4 groups which are available. Group B, Group
Liverpool can be in Group B, E, F, and G.
Of course, we all remember the final in 2019 in the Atletico de Madrid Stadium. Let's see which group will now.
Liverpool will be in Group
Liverpool, which has won the most titles among the English clubs.
Group B.
Group B with Atletico Madrid.
Means that they will go back to the stadium where they won their last title, the stadium of Atletico de Madrid. Now, Atletico and Liverpool are the teams for Group B, and Branislav, please tell us the name of the next team.
Next one to come out in this spot.
Next is PSG.
Paris Saint-Germain. For Paris Saint-Germain, we don't have alternatives, so our software is telling us that they must go into Group A. And in Group A, they will play against Manchester.
So PSG is with Man City.
2 years, 2 seasons.
Man City knocked out PSG.
Looks already extremely competitive.
Amazing the quality of matches that we see right from the group stage in this competition.
Juventus.
Juventus can go into 4 groups, E, F, G, and H. These are the groups which are possible for Juventus, which is the 10th.
So Juventus can go with either Bayern Munich, Villarreal, Lille, or Chelsea. And a team that will be playing Juventus, and the group that Juventus will be going in is Group H with Chelsea.
Group H, so Juventus will have to face the opposition of the current title holders of Chelsea FC in this group. 3 teams are left.
3 more teams then.
E, F, and G.
Don't worry about the teams that are below the top 2, except from in Group E, F, and G. Only looking the top one. Barcelona. They can either join Group E or Group G.
For Barcelona, Group E or Group G. Here we are. Let's see where Barcelona will play.
Barcelona, who lost Lionel Messi, will be in Group.
Very curious to see the first time of Barcelona without Lionel Messi in the Champions League, and they will have to play.
The group is Group E.
Group E. Against Bayern in E.
Bayern Munich vs Barcelona.
Clash in this group. Branislav, please. Let's see the next one. So Group E is made of.
So Group F will be. What team is going in Group F? Sevilla.
Sevilla FC. For Sevilla, no alternatives. Group G is the group where they have to go. Sevilla will face Los Lille. Sevilla, yes, the 7th appearance in the UEFA Champions League.
Who do I get rid of?
The French champions.
Manchester United.
And the last one is Manchester United, ready to join Villarreal.
What's going on? Right, Group F. Group G. Wait. Man U goes in Group F. Sevilla is meant to be in Group G. Spain. Sevilla. Who do I get rid of? There is no Spanish team to get rid of, is there?
What happened to their nice teacher, Mrs. Fotheringill? Good morning, children. My name is Mrs. Fotheringill. They made her disappear. All they found.
1, 2, 3.
Now no one wants to be the teacher when the nursery's closed. Just have got to fuss about
Sevilla.
Hello, I'll be the playgroup teacher, and Nanny Plum can be my assistant. Oh, I'd like to be, but
I would say I'll be Leipzig.
I'll call my
Wait.
friend Mrs. Elf then. She can be my assistant. Hello, Mrs. Elf speaking. Hello. Oh, Your Majesty. I wonder if you'd be interested in a new job. A job? Yes. That would be an honour, Queen Thistle, as assistant teacher at the playgroup. Hello? Hello? Oh, the phone must be broken. Still, she sounds very keen. I'll go round and fetch her. Are you sure you want to be a teacher, Mummy? The toddlers can be very naughty. No problem. I'll have Mrs. Elf to help me. Hello? Is Mrs. Elf there? Sorry, but Mrs. Elf had to go away suddenly. She is not here. Oh, hello, Mum. Oh, hello. I just got back. Perfect. Daisy and Populus. Oh, please, you'll get...
RB Leipzig isn't in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is why. RB Leipzig won't be in there, so I will put them instead of right. So Man U is in Group F, and Sevilla is in Group G. So I will move RB Leipzig.
So what poor person is the new teacher? Me, actually. And I'm the assistant teacher.
Tarquin's been really missing, playgroup.
Tarquin likes playgroup. So it's Raspberry.
I'm Nettle.
Why can't...
Excuse me. Hello.
Oh, there.
You're a nursery teacher.
Right, I just so you know, RB Leipzig is Sevilla. I will quickly say that actually.
Relax, Mrs. Elf. There's nothing to worry about with me in charge. Now, children, let's see.
I switched Sevilla
What have you done with the queen? Done. All gone.
for
Oh, Queen Thistle. The toddlers have magic keys somewhere, but I'll be back.
Like
As soon as I've worked out where I am.
thick.
You'll have to take the class until I get back. Oh, okay. Bye. You're the teacher now. Yes. You can do.
And they will probably remake the Europa League final of this year. So Villarreal, Manchester United again one.
Madrid, Champions League.
They will be joining.
Leipzig. This is
Leipzig is in it. So, Club Brugge. I'm so sorry, Sevilla.
Good. Now use your imagination. Let's all close our eyes and imagine what it would be like in the time of the dinosaurs. Are you sure this is a good idea? It's keeping them happy. Imagine the fiery volcanoes.
Not for Leipzig then.
16 down, 16 to go, and the next 8 will be coming up in pot 3. Over to you.
Thank you, Pedro. So while the groups are taking shape, now we are taking another important step in this direction. Branislav, you can start delivering us name first team of pot 3.
Oh, lovely and quiet. Why is it so different today?
So the first two,
The twins.
Shakhtar Donetsk
Shakhtar Donetsk, Ukraine, all the groups.
and Shakhtar Donetsk will be in, well, Shakhtar can be in every single group. And the group that Shakhtar Donetsk is going to be in is...
Very well. 14 times. Reality. Nice reality of the UEFA Champions League.
So it's Group D. Oh, let's just stay there.
In Group C, Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter Milano, and Real Madrid. I think we have 3 teams which were in the same group also last season. This is the group.
Alright, I'm gonna do this to every player every team we've done. SL Benfica.
For Benfica, we have 6 options available: A, B, and then groups A, F, G, H. For the two-time winners, Portugal. 41 times participating in
What
Champions Cup.
group is Benfica gonna be in? SL Benfica will be in Group E. So Benfica, not group. I put Shakhtar Donetsk in the wrong group. Okay.
Zenit Football Fast.
Time is Football Club Zenit, then St. Petersburg, 6 groups available.
Right, Zenit.
A, B, C, F, G, H, so we don't have any particular condition. For Zenit, which is the most recent Russian winner of a UEFA competition.
Isn't here for crying out loud. Chicken alive.
Be very keen to try to reach the final played in their stadium in the coming season.
Wait a minute. Then there's not even restore. There.
Group H, together with Chelsea and
Zenit will be in Group H, so I'm gonna put Kiev as Zenit. So
Leipzig can be allocated to Group E.
Zenit.
F or G. Leipzig
is
more appearances in the last 5 seasons.
Kiev. Right, next was RB Leipzig. We'll be in Group A. With Man City and PSG. Atalanta. Atalanta can be in Group C, G, and don't worry, I can't. Atalanta can be in Group C, Group G, F, which they will be in. Atalanta will be in Group F with Villarreal and Man U. So FC Salzburg, they can be in Group C or Group G. Don't know why they can't be in Group B, because no one's in Group B yet. Get the Reds talking to the fairies. Their group is Group G. FC Salzburg is in Group G with Lille, and Club Brugge. No, not Club Brugge, Sevilla. Next team is FC Porto.
Now it is FC Porto. We don't have an alternative option for Porto, only Group B.
So Porto's in Group B.
Against Atletico de Madrid and Liverpool. So only one is left. Then
Porto. Is there somewhere I can switch in for you? The Portuguese.
and this is Ajax. So Ajax.
Wait a minute. Portugal, FC Porto. No. I'm gonna put in Locative. Wait. Portugal, FC Porto. Okay, they're just a little bit worse. So I'm sorry, Porto fans, but you're gonna be Lokomotiv Moscow. Wait a second, guys. I just need to quickly tell you if anyone joins. So, bam, Porto is Lokomotiv Moscow. There we go. So Ajax is going to be in Group C.
Yes, thank you, Giorgio. Before we complete the groups, we take a look at our next award winners, the UEFA Champions League men's and women's forwards of the season.
Club Brugge is in the...
The final teams that are going to be drawn, so excitement level is
Sorry.
very high.
Club Brugge.
So let's see
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to...
who they get.
Thank you, Laura. Certainly we are one step away from knowing everything about the
you can be Olympiakos. I'm sorry. So the first thing come out of the pot is
Team in the final pot
is Young Boys.
That's the Swiss champions of Young Boys. They can go into any of the 8 groups, A to H. Everything is open for Young Boys, one of the first semi-finalists of the European Cup back in 1959. And the second time for them in the group stage.
There we go. Yes. Yes. Yeah. 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 Wait.
Michael is going to show us what you said.
Okay, so they are in Group F.
Group F is now completed and
with Villarreal, Man U, Atalanta. So the first team to be completed is Group F. Villarreal, Man U, Atalanta and Young Boys. Next team. Besiktas.
Besiktas. So every option except of course Group F, which is already finalized, is possible for Besiktas, which participated last in the UEFA Champions League in 2017-2018. They were really impressive.
The group Besiktas is in is...
No defeats in this group phase. So I think they will think of repeating that this tour.
Exactly.
C.
So the group of Besiktas is C, and in C we have already drawn
so
Borussia Dortmund and Ajax. Now Besiktas, Branislav.
Group C is completed. It's got Sporting, Dortmund, Ajax and Besiktas. The next team is AC Milan.
AC Milan. 2 are the options possible for Milan, only Group A or Group B. Milan, which won the title 7 times, and was the first Italian club to win.
And Milan cannot go in. So Milan's gonna have to be... No! For crying out loud. I'll do it afterwards. Group B.
We have Group B. Group B is means Atletico de Madrid, Liverpool, Porto.
So Group B, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto and Milan.
Give us please another name for this group. This spot, sorry.
5 teams left to complete the draw.
VfL Wolfsburg, and for Wolfsburg only 2 groups are possible, Group G or Group H, so the other side of the table.
Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg was a finalist in 2016.
Oh, I'm just gonna do remote.
Improved the performance in their 3rd appearance in the UEFA Champions League.
Get here. Wolfsburg is in Group G.
Together with Los Lille, Sevilla and FC Salzburg. Another team is now ready. Another group with
There'll be
Group A, Group D, E and H.
Man U, I don't care. Next team is Club Brugge.
Bruges. Bruges can be allocated to A, B or H. Actually, the only Belgian club reaching the European Champions Cup final in the history of the country. Fourth consecutive time in group stage for Bruges.
Club Brugge is in group. Group A.
Manchester City with Paris Saint-Germain and with RB Leipzig. 3 teams are left in the pot. You should know everything.
That's right. One of the groups have been complete
Group
so far.
B, Atletico.
This time it is the Swedish champions Malmö.
Liverpool.
Can accommodate Malmö. Another finalist in the 70s, final of 1979, played by Malmö. That is their best result. And also for Sweden, Malmö is the only club which reached the final of this competition.
Porto is Portuguese, right?
Malmö, they will play the group phase in group H with Chelsea, Juventus and Zenit St. Petersburg.
Porto already in.
Another team.
Oh, Malmo's in Group H. Yeah, Porto's Portuguese. Oh, it's there. Ooh.
Second last.
And Milan.
Dynamo Kiev.
Kiev.
Champions, we don't have a draw because they have only one option, which is Group E, where they will play together with Bayern.
And Group E is Kiev.
That we can imagine, but we have not seen it.
So there's one more team, which is Sheriff. What is Sheriff?
Champions League, as well as their country, Moldova. So for Sheriff, we have Group D. So Group D means that
They're in Group D. Okay, I need to see who Sheriff are. They're from MDA. Okay. I was gonna do the group stage Champions League thing, but I sadly cannot because the teams just won't work. So we're gonna have to wait for. We're gonna have to wait for. We're gonna have to wait for FIFA 22. I'll see you all very soon. I need to read out the draws. And I will have my group stage prediction soon. Right, in Group A, we have Manchester City, PSG, RB Leipzig, and Club Brugge. In Group B, we have Atletico Madrid, Liverpool, Porto, and AC Milan. In Group C, we have Sporting, Dortmund, Ajax, and Besiktas. In Group D, we have Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff. In Group E, we have Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Benfica, and Kiev. In Group F, we have Villarreal, Manchester United, Atalanta, and Young Boys. In Group G, we have Lille, Sevilla, Salzburg, and Wolfsburg. And in Group H, we have Chelsea, Juventus, Zenit, and Malmo. I'll see you all very soon. Bye.